Welcome traders to RB Trading. In this video, we present our binary and FTT strategy that has been sweeping the markets. This strategy gets everything right. Prepare to be amazed by our spectacular results. Hit play and discover how you can increase your success in the trading world. Subscribe for more exciting content and training tips. Don't miss all the details so you can win the game against the block too. You are at RB Trading, the only binary strategy channel that actually works. Welcome traders. These are the indicators we are going to need. Zigzag in a 5, 12 and 3 configuration, the ADX in settings of 1 and 3, and the super trend indicator in settings of 1 and 1s. We will use Heikinase candles for this 15-second strategy and a 2-minute expiration time. We developed this strategy on our preferred broker, PAYOUT. And of course, this strategy works for both normal market and OTC market. If you've made it this far, thank you very much for supporting my content.
Channel, that helps me a lot.
To continue creating quality content, I also wanted to let you know that we have a channel available on Telegram where we send signals 2 days from Monday to Friday. From about 7:30 in the morning to noon, what time in Argentina's UTC time? I'll leave the access link in the description of this video, so you can also take advantage of these signals. Well, traders, we are now in the broker pocket options to configure the indicators. I'm using, as always, my preferred broker pocket options. This is the indicators button. For those unfamiliar with the platform, we click here and add Super Trend, Zigzag, and ADX. Let's move on to the settings. The zigzag configurations are deviation 5, depth 12, retraction 3. I've left the styles in default yellow color and set 2 thickness points so the tool is more visible. Save the changes. Super Trend. These are its configurations. ATR, period 1, multiplier 1. I have left the style as default and saved the changes. As for the AIX tool, smooth AIX configuration 1 and DI length 3. I did modify the style tab. The ADX line in light blue, the C step plus D line.
And in green,
and the decreasing line minus of 5.
save the changes in reds.
We have the indicator settings ready. Let's move on to the candles. The time frame of the candles were Heikinase of Sekai.
15 seconds.
The expiration time for our operation will be 2 minutes. I click M1 and add 1 more minute. I am waiting for the opportunity to make an entry to the market. Let's go. I think it's made a small joke on me, but let's see how the operation ends. I have advanced a bit because the super trend tag is not yet available, something that you will have to have and take into account later. Let's open the time we have for the operation. And this is a strategy based on the crab pattern, or that W for the uptrend and the M for a bearish trend. Sorry.
No, it's the other way around. The W. Perfect.
This is for the downward trend and the M. On the contrary, for Arctic trend, but it's very simple. The zigzag will guide you in that movement. Here we clearly have the fee.
Double or the W. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3.
Point number 4 and point number 5. After that pattern is formed, which is the basis for the technical analysis tool, Fibonacci retracement. Then is when we can execute the entry. This technical analysis tool called Fibonacci retracement is nothing more than its strength is placed on the nearby supports and resistances. So we can add the strategy to the strategy, the tool. Okay? But what I recommend the most would be to mark them manually, since if not, look, even though the tool is very good, you should take advantage of it and know how to use it. I recommend tutorials on this, but it's harder to be able. I think it's more entangled if you're starting in trading than if not. That's why I prefer to remove it and explain the strategy in a simpler way. Let's wait for the remaining 12 seconds It has a 12 seconds of expiration time for the entry to explain the summarized steps and how we'll mark supports and resistances. So 4 seconds
B.
ends a winning operation. Let's observe the tremendous number of winning operations we have with that strategy. Free Jane is this pair, and these are the entries. I also made some entries in Canadian later. Swiss franc, we also have another Euro TRI bar here. Canadian, Swiss franc, yen, and so on. Look, with the same strategy, okay? I haven't changed my strategy. I am trading with this strategy. While we will make the applications and see another market opportunity, we will also be taking advantage of the time. Well, we move on to the summarized steps. Step 1, trade in favor of the trend. If we have the crab figure in this position with the legs up, the pincers, and we will make our entry downwards. Taking into account all the main points of pattern, 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step number 2, always mark support and resistance. You can do it perfectly in M30 with the minimum and maximum points of the candles. In this case of the wick, since we are working with Heikin Ashi candles. We return again to that 15 and what would be step number 3. We hope that the zigzag will guide us in this movement. Once we identify it, we hope that the zigzag, like at this point, stops drawing. Candles keep appearing, but maybe they don't move anymore. So step number 4, the super trend indicator. We'll rely on it as soon as the label appears below to make our entry. And the last confirmation will be with the ADX indicators. That would be step number 5. With the A of X, we confirm as soon as it changes position. And the line that would prevail in this case would be the red one. It has to be on top to be able to make the entrance while I cannot enter. And then when I make the entry, we repeat the steps. Step number 1, trade in favor of the trend. Step number 2, mark supports and resistances. Step number 3, once the pattern is identified, we wait for the movement to stop drawing the zigzag. Step number 4, we wait for the super trend tag. And step number 5, the final confirmation with the ADX. The expiry time is 2 minutes, so we'll need 8 candles to win the operation. But with this strategy, you will see that you will have excellent results. It is key that every trader manages his qualities as a person. Patience, be quite methodical in this sense. Take your time to evaluate the market and do that analysis. Well, what I recommend is that you have chosen few pairs so that you have time to mark the supports and resistances. And don't take too long to mark them and then miss the movements. We have here the pattern W with its 2 legs. And the red label to record has stopped drawing the zigzag and also lost the power of the decline, which is the zigzag. So the trend has changed. Here we have the red line predominantly now. The basis, okay? And there's a pattern here too. I'm going to roll this line of resistances and support so you can see what the price does. And this is always important. Visualize it quickly. Push, pull back, push, pull back, push. They are impulse retracement, which is what the price would normally do again. Okay, you can go right now to this point to go to them, so you can, that is the market. But logically, it should come that setback, okay? We still have about 50 seconds or a bit more to see how the operation ended. If this operation ended positively as I think it will end, we can now move on to more real examples and nothing. Without the explanation, we already know that step number 1 is trend. Step number 2, supports and resistances. Step number 3, identify the pattern. Step number 4, wait for the zigzag to stop drawing. Step number 5, we wait for the super trend tag. And step number 6 would be visualize and confirm with the strength of the ADX. That is the sky blue line. It has to be on top pointing up to show us that there is strength in these trends. And moreover, the lines, be it the downward or the upward, should be primarily on top. We have aka we have 5 seconds left and we could move on to those EAR examples and also to the important reminders.
Sometimes I get so mad I lose control, my thoughts get so bad I feel like I might grab a bat. I cannot hold my rap, my blood boils over like, oh god, here goes. I have lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some stuff that I cannot let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show.
So have you ever felt betrayed? Scratch your side, you see things, realize something needs change. Because I know you've misunderstood me. Let me clarify things for you, because I've had enough. I'll accept a face full of ground just to convey a point. I understand there's no going back. Oh god, adrenaline wasted. So bad I can taste it, I know there's no turning back. I'm cool what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like this. I'll bleed on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my cool, I go insane, you ain't all mad. And I'm not going to waste you, so be quiet really quickly. I almost got into big trouble. Now that I'm gone, you need to know to stop turning back. Hello, 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 hello.
Now that I'm gone, I know it's not something I'll dare take. Come and poke the whole chunking dude. Come at me and you won't get it. The dude crack, you'll hold it too. Beside me, blood flows violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
We'll be back in 2 days. Oh god, it dragged a bit of racing. It's so mad I can taste it. I know there's no way back. I put what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll bleed on your face, Mr. Mickey, but I'll take it back. A little bossy, then I go crazy when I'm mad. And I can't wait to see the stuff happen really quickly. Now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. You piece of shit, I don't even know what that is. Now that I'm caught like this, I'm hitting on your face to make you come take it back. I'm losing my shit, I go crazy, you dumbass. I can't wait to get it done really badly. Now that I'm gone, I know there's no turning back.